everyone. I'm going to start right away because there's not a lot of time. I'm basically going to cover some points, which are going to be 9 tips you've probably heard before, but I'm going to explain what they mean and then give you some actionable items on how to actually use them, because that's secrets nobody ever tells you. So the first one would be learn to embrace politics. Organizational politics is something that is always there. If you run away from it, it doesn't make it go away. And the smart thing is to try to find a way to handle it. So being politically savvy in an organization doesn't mean that somebody has to lose for you to win. It just means that you are able to use your behavior and skills to be more effective in the workplace. And a few things on how to handle this is that use your first month not just to be likable in your workplace and within your team, but also try to map your surroundings. So what I always do is that I go and have a chat with the office manager and the IT person. Very, very important people to have. A lot of information flows through those people. Try to find out who has the gossip. There's always this one person who likes to talk to people and knows, who's having a fight with their boyfriend or who's moving apartments. And a lot of that information could be useful for you in the workplace. Try to vent outside of work. Often when we are in the workplace and people are our friends, we try to involve them in things that are happening to us. We're there for most of the day. Try to vent and process things relating to your workplace and struggles with other people that are not in the workplace, at least until you find out who are your actual allies in the work. And the last thing is that try to invest around 5% of your time if you just started, and up to 20% of your time if you're managing people, because you would have to manage your own politics as well as theirs. The next point is to find a champion in your workplace. So that person would be somebody who would push you, promote you, help you with your struggles, a go-to person when you're having like that question that you don't know who to address to. This person needs to be generous with their time and with their knowledge. And to do that, set up one-on-one meetings with other managers other than yours. Listen to your peers, who they like working with, who is their go-to person. Maybe that person would be also your go-to person. Be genuine with that person about your struggle so they would know exactly what it is that you're struggling with. It could be even like a fight you had with your manager or a disagreement you had with somebody, but if you're not genuine with that person, they cannot help you. And then also give them a feedback back about what helped or what didn't help. To kind of feedback to the relationship and strengthen the relationship with that person. You don't have to use this resource very often. Actually use it smartly, because that person would not want to cooperate if you use them too often. But if you find somebody, it's priceless. Third point is networking. So often we feel like, I'm going to go to a meetup, the CEO of Spotify is going to be there, I'm just going to approach and ask for a job. It doesn't work like that. The CEO of Spotify gets a lot of people that come up to them and ask for things. Try to go to people and give them something instead of asking. This is how you network. This is how you become remembered by people. Try to ask them proactively what it is that you're working on right now. How is it going? What are your struggles? Try to suggest a resource of your own. If you are a student, you might think you cannot offer anything, but you can ask, are you looking to hire developers? I just graduated. I can post something on my university board. Maybe somebody is interested if you are into hiring juniors. Maybe that person is not interested in hiring juniors. It doesn't matter. You offered something. And then solidify this by adding them on LinkedIn right away. Don't wait until you come home or the next day or the next week. They will not remember you. Point number 4, doing a good job will not get you promoted. It's essential. It's necessary to do a good job and deliver. But by itself, it will not get you anywhere. Often it will get you overlooked, actually, because you're doing a good job. Why to change that? What you need to do is do a weekly tracking of your achievements. It could be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, it doesn't matter. But you need to track your achievements. And this is a quick example. Very stupid Excel that I use. Date, what I did, and some comments. This will help you use this information when you're trying to negotiate things like salary and promotion. Plan ahead 3 to 6 months in advance when you're going to want to get promoted. Ask your manager what it is that you need to do in order to get there, and set up milestones and then track them. So you can come up to your manager after 3 months and say, I've done everything we've discussed. I want the promotion now. Get noticed by the right people. So use your one-on-ones with your manager, your weekly meetings with other departments to promote yourself. And PR is not a bad word. You need to practice talking about your achievements, even if you feel that they're just within your scope and you're supposed to do them. Sometimes people just don't know what you do on a day-to-day basis. Point number 5, come prepared to every meeting. It could be your weekly with your manager, your salary negotiation. Doesn't matter what meeting it is. If you are prepared, it will be a lot more effective. And ways to make it more effective is to create an agenda, first of all, and objectives. So there is a title to the meeting and there is an outcome to a meeting. Don't accept meetings that don't have an outcome or an objective because you don't want to waste your time. And organizations love meetings and they waste your time, right? I see a lot of smiles with the more experienced people. Prepare something also for the other side to deliver for next time. It will give you 2 things. First of all, you pass some responsibility to them. Second of all, you can follow up on that next week so there is a reason for another meeting. And then role play every important meeting. Salary negotiations, promotion requests, confrontation with people. Make sure you have your message very, very clearly communicated so you're not wasting their time and your time. Point number 6, learn how to write great emails. So emails are not a way to transfer information. If you want to transfer a lot of knowledge or you want to share a report, attach it. My idea of a great email is a short pleasantry. Hi, how was your vacation? Present the situation. Last time we spoke, you presented me with a problem. I suggested this solution. I think this solution would be good for you because of A, B, and C. And summarize with a question. You will find out that if you send a lot of questions, a lot of people don't answer all of them. And it's quite annoying to follow up on that. For me, asking one question is great. Ask the most important question. If you have a lot of questions, try to set up a call. And then use Grammarly or any other tool that will help you be more eloquent in your emails. Avoid typos, avoid formatting, like problems in formatting. Whoever is not a native English speaker, or if you write even in German, I think, God knows, I don't know how you manage. It's such a difficult language, and I'm sure you can. and I'm sure everyone, even in my native tongue, I use tools and I use an editor to edit the important things. Point number 7, leadership is something you take. It's not given, the same as independence. If you want to be a leader, you have to make it happen and you have to own it. And tips on how to owning it. Lead by example. You always need to do the right thing. There are no excuses. You cannot do the right thing 95% of the time and 5% when it's not convenient for you not to do the right thing. People look up. You want people to look up to you? You always have to do the right thing. And when you are consistent about doing the right thing, people would look up to you. Be graceful in the toughest situations. People would look up to you if they see that you are handling tough situations with grace, that you're not getting emotional, that you're not reacting from your guts, that you're taking time, that you are the person to go to when you need to put things into perspective. That's how you become a leader. Be direct and respectful when you're talking to people, but also empathic. So acknowledge their emotions, their struggle, what it is they're not happy about, but also face them with the need to have results. Number 8, luck is something you create. This one took me a long, long time to understand. When you are prepared, when you work hard, when you're in the right place in the right time, you would be able to identify opportunities, and this is when luck comes to life. Ways to create luck. If you want to grow fast, exponentially fast, you need to work harder. Most successful people that are entrepreneurs that have made it in life, they don't have work-life balance, they have life. And what their venture or their project they're working on is part of their life and they want to make it happen. Sometimes you will work more, sometimes you will work less, it's fine, there is some balance. But know that if you want an exponential growth, you will have to work a lot harder. You need to do more networking, which means a lot more energy goes out to the world. So find a place where you can get the energy back from something. Dancing, saunas, I don't care, something that will feed back into your energy. Track opportunities right away. If you meet a person, write to them on the same day, within 24 hours. Don't wait for a week, they will not remember you. And then there are no stupid suggestions. If you feel a person could fulfill a dream of yours, try. Worst case, you will hear a no that would leave you in the same place you're now with nothing. But sometimes when you dare, you would hear very surprising answers. And number 9, which is the last one, is work hard, but take time off. I'm very bad at this. Take time off, meaning not just the weekend, a getaway, but really disconnect for a week. Try to get your energy levels up. It will give you a new perspective over things, and you will be a lot more successful and fruitful, I would say. And at the end of the day, like, I think you've got this. Don't ever follow people that tell you that you cannot do something, but try to follow people that tell you how to do something. Enjoy the ride and really try to dream big, because if you aim for 100%, you might get less. If you aim for much more, you might get 100. This is it. I hope I didn't kill you with my pace. If you need help on career advice, salaries, whatever, I'm very helpful. Try to find me on LinkedIn. I always reply. Thank you very much.